Time for a new save. This time we're going a little bit closer to home. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Route 1 FM and this is my new save with the Phoenix Club Dial Square FC. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification just to let you know when a video drops. Also, don't forget there is a 5% discount using the code Route1 over at 2game.com. So head over there, get some games, get some deals, and everyone's going to be a winner. Now, some of you may be looking at this and going, who's Dial Square? Well, there's a little bit of history with Dial Square, and I'm just going to read off from their website the club's mission and all that. So some of you may know the FC United story, where the fans broke away from Manchester United and started FC United up in Manchester. Exactly the same has happened at the Arsenal, where fans who are disgruntled with the money, with the finance, with the outlook of certain things, broke away and went back to the roots of the Arsenal over in Woolwich and formed Dial Square FC. So it is a Phoenix club, and according to their web, they're not replacing Arsenal FC. That's that's beyond them at the minute. They still love Arsenal. They're deep in history. They have very much a good connection with the club, and they're coming in to the English pyramid to do something, make their own history off the back of obviously the burgundy kit back when obviously the last game at Highbury in my memory and back in the day, and that's where they are at the minute. So they're in there. It's the Dan's database goes up to tier 13, which is where we are at the minute. We're in the lowest of the lows. I'm on a month-to-month contract here to take on. I've started with no badges at all, on proper minimum Sunday League footballer, coming with an ambition to do well here and get back to Woolwich and actually have a stadium at Woolwich. Little bit of history lesson now. When my grandmother come from Austria over to England due to marriage to my grandfather, they were based in Woolwich, and he took her to a Woolwich Arsenal game. So as in like in my last save where I done Litzen, which was the nearest club in the lower leagues of Austria to my family there, this holds a little bit of sentimental to me as well. So non-league, starting from the bottom, and there you go, confirmation that Dial Square has hired me. Like I just said, month-to-month contract. I could walk out the door and walk away with nothing, or I can lead them to anywhere. It is a club made by the fans for the fans. That is where football is key. Also in this, we're going to have little achievements, little things that we're going to try and do, like, can we build a Dial Square club with players or names of Arsenal players? So for instance, you could have someone Adams at the back, someone Dixon, someone Thomas, someone Rocastle. We're going to try and do that as well. We're going to try and have a bit of fun with it as well. But more importantly is to get this team recognised and up the league. So what do? We are now going to have a look at the club, basically. And that's where we are. Chester in England is the stadium. 3,000 seater or 3,000 capacity. Surface is grass, so we're good with that. Our key player is Connor McMahon, so I've got no history there at all. Very poor, but I do like the kits that I've made. I've gone with Adidas. Obviously, Arsenal part of Adidas. We've gone with Adidas. Like that reddish maroony colour, and then the classic yellow and blue. Classic of 1971's Arsenal double winning kit in the FA Cup. So, see, little things like that. So, old Arsenal comes and meets new Arsenal. And they're in the Surrey County's Intermediate League Western Division 1. Media prediction puts them as 6th. Finances are okay. Reputation unproven. Poor training, poor youth. Formed 2020. Club legends, rivalries, favourite personality, icons, non-existent. We are starting from scratch. I will put a third kit on there, but I haven't decided on what one it is yet. So first, port of call. I've come in, I've got players, but I don't have a staff member. I went and got one. I went and got an assistant manager. I need an assistant manager. Who else than Ian Selly? 8 years older than me. Former Arsenal, Fulham player. You might have seen it on my Twitter. That's been announced. He has joined the club. So he's obviously started his career 92, 93 at Arsenal. Bagging a couple of goals. It's not actually recognised on there because I know it was in European competition. He went out on loan to Southend. Come back, $500,000 to Fulham. 3 seasons at Fulham. Then on to Wimbledon. Back to Southend again on loan. Ended up at Woking, Lewis, Grays, Maidstone, Croydon, Dorchester, Habern and Waterloo, Kingstonian, Chesterley, Waverley, and ended his career there. Hasn't played a game for 2 seasons, according to that, but he's gone into management, and he has now joined Dial Square FC as the assistant manager. So the question is now, let's have a look at the squad. Media says 6. We'll have a look at the league in a second. So, but we'll go with best positions. So we've got Wright and Chang as goalkeepers. 22-year-old and a 16-year-old. Personally, I think I'm going to need to have some experience in the back there. So I've got to find myself a good goalkeeper. Not in abundance of defenders. We've got Burton, McMahon, Swanson, Woodward, Strutterhouse, so I can't even pronounce that, and Arthur's, all as defenders. Lot of centre backs, no cover for the right and left backs, so that's got to be something I've got addressed. Kosanovic, Camara, Dell, Diamandi, Rupert, Obiang, Kalea, I believe it's that, Kingsley Wellings, and Baptista are my midfield. Midfield looks good, but I think there still needs some adding in there. Very much 1-star players at the minute, so until we get some finances going, there's not much there. Remember, we're still amateur, so it's going to be rolling contracts. But I've got Rui Kundi, Giscombe, Vigra and Pullman as strikers. It's not bad. A lot of youngsters, I will say. We've got our youngest, we've got how many 16-year-olds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 players, 16. So that needs to be looked into. I can't really chuck them in at the deep end, but you never know. A couple of players at 18, rest are 20 and above, and our oldest is Surrey County at 28. So it's not too bad. A lot of things is going to be hanging on the shoulders of Bobby Dell. So a box to box midfielder, 5'11", 23 years old, down as the star player. So hopefully he can do something. We can only pray to Lord on that one. And I'm also just going to keep an eye out on Surrey County and possibly where's my other striker that I want? I feel like he's going Pullman. There we go. Dion Pullman. Something about it just says I can see goals in this one. Again, he's 16. He's young, but you never know. He could be something good. Bravery's up there at 19, finishing 14. Could have something about him. So that's the team. Couple of alterations, I feel, and I'm going to work at that. I've got some players on the shortlist that I'm looking at. Question is, so what kind of competition have we got in the league, in this Surrey County? It's an 8-team league, and media predicts us at the moment bottom at 8th, which is something that I need to sort out. Bearing in mind, there's a couple of players there in the Media Dream 11, so you never know. It's something I've got to work on, but you've got the likes of the University of Surrey, Falcom, Kidnap Hill in there, Lightwater. So it's going to be interesting, but with 8 games, season don't start till September, and we go all the way to April, and that is it. That is the only competition to go up. As you can see, I've already had some pre-seasons. I didn't do Lockheath, I was not here for that, but Dell and Kundi got on the score sheet. Hillside was my first game. Kundi and Kamal getting 2 goals in a draw, and then a nice little 3-2 victory in the next game. So we're going to carry on. We're going to try and get to the start of the season. Hopefully you enjoy it. Tell me what lower league players that you would like to see. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm after George Smith at Malden. Fantastic little striker there. Saw him at hashtag and he banged in the goals. So he's one I've got my eye on, but it's going to be hard with no reputation, brand new club. I've got to get the players in. Give me some ideas. Give me some history on what sort of Arsenal players you want. Do you want a super Swede like an Anders Limpar in the team? We'll go and find one. You want a Dutch wizard? Do you want a French striker? All the things are there. Might even get an affiliate to Arsenal. Who knows? But guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Dial Squad. Let's get some momentum here. Leave a comment, give me your predictions, tell me how far I can do with this. Give me some Arsenal legends as well for staffing. Cool, imagine that. Imagine getting big Tony Adams in there. Tell me what you think. But guys, no matter what you call it, football, soccer, football, just remember the love of the game. And I will see you next time.